write something in those little comments box. Let me know where you're at in the country, and everybody else can see that as well. We'll get this thing started in just a second. Christy, I'm excited for you. This is fun. Hey, Christy, take yourself off of mute real quick.
Yes, sir.
Will you text Jacqueline and see if she can send me a picture of her and Kyle real quick? I'm going to try and jimmy rig something here for the rookie bonus.
All right.
Send it to coachmams@gmail.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to start in 1 minute. All right, gang. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Christy, I can see you. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, wonderful. Welcome to the Mamula Team Kickoff Webinar. This is our first one that we have ever done. I think this is going to be fantastic because I can see who you are on my attendees list right there. I would love to hear from you guys. There's a chat box. Just put down, where you're from or where you're watching tonight and maybe who your upline sponsor is so I can see that. And if you guys have questions or comments as we go through tonight's webinar, feel free to pop on that. But this is what we do at the beginning of every pay period to make sure that you guys as a team and as our team continues to expand across the country, stay connected. And not only that, but that we're able to share stories of product success, business success, and then we're going to give you some training from Jody and myself that has been invaluable in helping us build a business with Advocare that at this point in time, 5.5 years after we started, paid us $37,000 last month. So it has done some tremendous things for us. Now, we realize that you may be all over the board logging in tonight to the webinar. You may be brand new to Advocare. Your friend just said, hey, hop on and see what's happening with the team. And so I just want to encourage you, soak up the information tonight and know that there's 4 ways for you to engage in Advocare. You can be a retail customer just getting product. You can be a discount customer just enjoying product at anywhere from a 20 to a 40% discount. You can be a casual sharer, maybe to make an extra $200 to $500 a month. Or you can be intentional with this business, and you're going to hear what's happened for some friends of ours tonight that are live in person, and they're going to share their story with you and let you know what's possible so you guys can see what are people doing with this opportunity. And so I'm so glad that you guys hopped on. My name is Rob Mamula, along with my wife Jody. We are the Diamond leaders of this extraordinary group of individuals that are making a difference all across the country with AdvoCare products and the opportunity. I want to take this time real quick to recognize some incredible performances, some top performers for the pay period, and we always recognize two categories. At AdvoCare, we do two things. We retail products, so we get product into the marketplace, and we recruit distributors. And that's what we do. We do those two things. And so retailing product in the marketplace and getting people on 24-day challenges, impacting our friends and family with these incredible products, shows up in your account as PGV, personal group volume. And so I want to recognize those top PGV earners. You're going to hear from them tonight, Nate and Christy Brewer with over 7,700 in PGV. Next to them was Mitch and Whitney Ryan, some of our top level leaders, Ruby 6 Stars out of San Diego. They had 5,900. Edward Letterman, new to the 3K Club. Way to go, Edward. $3,300. Shannon and Seneca Sarnella, their second pay period as advisors, $3,200. Cheyenne and Johnny Batiste from Deer Park, Texas, $3,100. And then Jacqueline Sumner from Kyle, Texas. And I'm going to share a little story on Jacqueline as well on this call. She's got another recognition coming up, but $3,000 in PGV. Guys, that is a mark. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in our training moment, but that is the mark of a consistent, rock-solid business here at AdvoCare. Our mentors, Scott and Christy McGuyan, our great friends who earn over 6 figures a month in AdvoCare, always told us, you know you have a rock-solid business on your hand. You know you're being intentional with AdvoCare when you have no less than $3,000 of PGV every single pay period. So that is absolutely a mark that we want to shoot for. And so I want to encourage you guys. I'm going to show you how we do that each pay period, all right? So kudos to you. Way to go, guys. I would love to see that list at about 20 people long and recognizing you every single pay period. Along with that, we recognize the top recruiters, and so I want to recognize those guys right now. We had a host of people at 2 brand new recruits, new distributors that they brought on board, and that's phenomenal. That is really what you want to average as well. So if you can bring on 2 distributors and have $3,000 of volume, you are doing an incredible job. Jocelyn, we got a lot of J names. Jocelyn and Casey Crevalone, these guys are right here in Austin. They had 4 new recruits this pay period. Way to go, guys. Top recruiters for the pay period, getting it done. And then we had Jacqueline and Kyle Sumner, also from here in the Austin area with 3 brand new recruits. And then Nathan and Christy Brewer with 3 brand new recruits. So, guys, there is a pattern, there is a trend. You're going to hear some incomes from these people tonight. Just know PGV and recruiting does not lie. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Way to go. Way to get after it. I want to share with you guys, we just finished the nationwide all-in 24-day challenge, right? The challenge is over, but we are still all in with AdvoCare. I want to show you guys some of the results we got on the team so you can share these with other people because they were just incredible. And let me get to it here. Give me just a sec. Okay, so that's obviously just the AdvoCare slide. Hold on just a sec. Okay. All right, so this is my buddy, Andreas Anetto. He is actually a former athlete of mine when I was a strength coach, and I don't really think we need to go over these results. Just look at the guy on the left and look at the guy on the right. What's incredible here is that Andreas lost 12 pounds from the picture from the left to the right, and to me it looks like the guy gained about 10 pounds, but look at how lean he got. He absolutely got ripped up. This is a competitive triathlete and a medical school student. This guy just got amazing, amazing results. And when you talk about the 24-day challenge, remember this is not just a weight loss program. I mean, look at these results. This is a competitive triathlete that went through this, and these are the results that he got. This is a a friend of mine, I don't know Jared's last name, but Rachel Zeman, an incredible leader on our team, sent in his photos. Guys, this is not Photoshopped. This is what happened. Unfortunately, Jared did not do his measurements, which is why we always encourage you, do measurements, do measurements. But look at this. Now, if I did not say that 8 pounds was lost here, how much weight would you think he lost from the before picture to the after picture? You can answer that. You can put it in the public chat box if you want. Let us know. You know what? I may be messing things up by not making that public. Enable chat box. Okay. Anyways, it is. You guys, 8 pounds, but look at the inches. I mean, that is incredible. And then this is one of Cheyenne Batiste's great friends, Letty Hernandez. She's out of the Houston area. Now, she didn't do this in 24 days. She had incredible results just in the 24 days. But look at that before picture and look at the after picture. The inches are what is absolutely the key ingredient here. And look at that. In 3 months, she's down 30 pounds. She's dropped, I think that's 4 sizes. I don't know. But, I mean, you can see the picture from the left to the right. It is worth 1,000 words. And I think we have one more. This is Andreas's girlfriend, Elise. Now, Elise is in great shape in her before photo, but she just wanted to optimize some things. She wanted to have more energy. She works as a nurse practitioner. She works long hours, and she loves to run and compete just like Andreas. Well, look, she only lost 4 pounds, but here's the key ingredient. Look at those abs popping through. I mean, she has dropped body fat, and then energy levels through the roof. She shared with me that her runs, her 8-mile and 10-mile runs have gotten so much easier on this. And I think I might have one more. Oh, I do not. So let me stop there. All right. People are getting results on the challenge. Because people get results with our products, there is a business opportunity. And so I want you guys to hear from our great friends. You heard me call their names earlier, Nathan and Christy Brewer. We actually have Christy here with us live, and I want her to share their story with you. So, Christy.
Hey, guys. We are here in San Antonio, Texas, and we are both teachers. I teach 6th through 8th grade reading intervention at Medina Valley Middle School, and my husband teaches U.S. history and coaches football and track at Medina Valley High School. And we got involved in AdvoCare about 13 months ago looking for an income opportunity. We wanted to have an extra $200 to $300 more a month so that we weren't living paycheck to paycheck. And, you know, I was talking to some dear friends about it, how I just was like, man, guys, what can I do to earn, you know, a couple $200 a month, $300 a month? What can I do? And, you know, my dear friend Angie Ray had the courage to say, hey, you need to talk to my sister Jody. And because of that courage, we are so thankful, and our lives have forever been changed because she took that 8 seconds to say, hey, talk to my sister Jody. So it was right around Christmas time, and luckily Rob and Jody were in town from San Diego. They hadn't moved to Texas yet, and so we were able to sit down with Rob and Jody, and you know, we just saw a different life. We had hope. We realized that this didn't have to be as good as it gets, and so we immediately got to that highest discount level and started sharing. And in our first 6 weeks with AdvoCare, we earned $2,000 and a $500 rookie bonus. And that was so significant to us in like 2 ways. The first way was the timing. And you know, everybody always says that, you know, timing is so essential and everything happens right when, you know, it's supposed to happen in life. And as teachers, we got paid once a month, and it was at the end of the month. And we got out of school for Christmas on December 19th, so that's when you got paid. So we got a check on December 19th for our teaching salaries, and you did not get it paid again until the end of January. So, I mean, our normal salary that we couldn't make last for 4 weeks now had to last for 6 weeks and buy Christmas presents. So, welcome to AdvoCare. It was our first Christmas ever that we didn't have to shovel money out of our bank account. out of our savings account just to eat and buy Christmas presents. So fantastic on the timing portion. The significance of the timing was outstanding. The other reason it was significant is when you earn an incentive from Advocare of that amount, and just earning an incentive from Advocare gave us so much confidence. We had some pep in our steps, some swag, and when you're starting something new, it can be a little scary. And so when we earned that rookie bonus, we were like, we can totally do this. We had some confidence to go and kind of stretch and do some things we weren't used to doing. But where we are today is even more incredible than where we started. Sometimes I want to pinch myself and be like, is this really happening? Like, you got to be kidding me. But I really would contribute our momentum right now to 4 things. One, of course, is Rob and Jody's leadership. We, of course, they would do anything for us, and we appreciate everything they do. Number 2 is we put an intentional focus the last 30, 60, 90 days on getting people in front of our leaders, doing the success system, getting people on the phone with Rob, getting Jody in front of people, and just really putting people in front of our leaders. Number 3, we knew that if we wanted to help more people, we had to become more. So we have been pouring into ourselves so that we could be better leaders, reading some great literature and some great books. And then we took that all in incentive and ran with it. And we called people that we hadn't talked to about Advocare yet, and then we called everybody that we had mentioned Advocare to. And what's beautiful is that it doesn't take an all-in incentive to get into major action. So I'm not saying if you didn't take advantage of the all-in incentive, you're doomed, because you can start tomorrow and call everybody you know. They're going to buy a 24-day challenge without a blue shaker bottle and a wristband. So they're both really cool, but they're going to do it regardless. So anybody can do those 4 things. And as a result of those 4 things, we have been able to help our dear friend Jacqueline Sumner, who Rob mentioned, earn a rookie bonus. We were able to help another great friend of ours, Toby Robinson, work his way to advisor in 2 pay periods, which is pretty fantastic. And as a result of those efforts, we hit silver this last pay period, which is the first leadership level in Advocare. And, regardless, it just doesn't get any better than that. When you get to help your friends reach their goals, and when you get to do life with them. And I know that there are so many other people out there that need our help and that need this opportunity, and we just have to have that 8 seconds of courage that Angie Ray had, that everybody's had, to talk to the people that they already have on their teams and say, you have got to talk to my friend, fill in the blank, Jody, Cheyenne, Rachel, Jacqueline, Toby. You've got to talk to my friend. And that's all it takes, just those few seconds of courage, and you can change a million lives.
I love it. I'm going to come back on here real quick. So I'm going to interview you. I would love for you to tell these guys what you made this last pay period alone, and maybe this last month, and then where are you guys going? What do you see possible for you guys by the end of this year? Okay.
So this last pay period, we finished out, I believe, at $1,070. And then the pay period before that, I believe, was right at $600, and then the one before that was another $1,000 pay period. So we've took a significant jump in our checks and our household income, for sure. But where we see us going is at the end of next year, we are hoping to replace my husband's salary with Advocare so that he can actually come home and be a stay-at-home working dad for 12 months out of the year and kind of be present for 12 months. Right now we get him for 5 or 6 with coaching, so we are hoping that Advocare can bring him home and we can have him for 12 months out of the year.
I love it. You guys are doing an incredible job. I love that story. You guys, top PGV, top recruiters, they're earning income, and you just think about that. I mean, basically, they earned 1/3 of their monthly salaries as teachers part-time with Advocare. That's the power of this opportunity. And I want to recognize one other person here on the webinar tonight, and that's Jacqueline Sumner. And I wish I had a picture of Jacqueline and Kyle and their family. But you heard Christy say it. They just earned a $500 rookie bonus with Advocare. And I just want to show you guys what that looks like real quick, so you can see what's possible for you. Once you get to advisor, you are eligible to earn, and earn is the key word, a $500, basically fast start bonus. And this is really to encourage you to get into action now, just like what you heard Christy talk about. NOW, now. Let's get a win on the books now. And so it's $500 from Advocare for helping 3 of your friends become distributors, and then accruing $3,000 or more volume through those individuals. And so you can see here, once you get to advisor, they kind of map out like a $700 potential profit. From those 3 individuals that you get started in Advocare, you're going to earn a minimum of a $300 commission. And then that $500 bonus comes to you automatically when you just do the activity that's required. So what I want you guys to think about is, what would an additional $1,500 over the next 6 weeks mean to you and your family? It's possible. Jacqueline just did it. She's a teacher, and I don't know if she coaches yet still, or she did. She's a teacher, and her husband's full-time employed as well. You know what? These guys, they just impacted some lives. They've earned some incredible income here in those first 6 weeks that they've been involved in Advocare. So who do you know that we can help put $1,500 extra in their pocket to relieve some stress, get rid of some debt, create more time freedom? I mean, it's there, it's possible, people are doing it. And if you go to the website, our team website, makerofchampions.com, and you look under the recognitions page, you're going to see a picture of Jacqueline and Kyle, and you'll hear a story. Who are they? So who are these people? Who's making it happen with Advocare? The great thing about it is our opportunity doesn't discriminate to race, creed, religion, or profession. So wherever you are, you have the ability to grab a hold of this and make it whatever you see for you. If that's great products, phenomenal. You're going to get results like you saw on those slides, right? If you want to get ripped up, then get with the person that invited you on here and get on a 24-day challenge or some sort of Advocare program today. And if you're looking to earn income, we're going to do the same thing we would with you on the product side, on the business side. We're just going to customize a plan that fits your goals, your needs, and your time budget so that we can create some part-time income for you. Now, when I got involved in Advocare, I was a full-time strength and conditioning coach. I worked 80 hours a week, almost 7 days a week. And on top of that, the people I was around during my day, I was not allowed to sell products to because of silly NCAA regulations. So I had to build this business completely outside of that. And it's possible. This is the only avenue that I've ever seen where it's possible to do that. Where guys, within the first 2 months, we'd made $3,500. That was an eye-opener. That's more than I made as a strength and conditioning coach. Within 8 months, we were matching my full-time salary with our Advocare earnings. Within 20 months, we were earning over $10,000 a month with Advocare, and I was able to retire. I was able to step away from working an 80-hour-a-week job and pour time into my family. And now I get to be a work-from-home dad, spend every precious moment with our son. Advocare has allowed us to have time freedom and options. And right now, it is what allows me to be the key voice in my children's life as they grow up and spend time with my wife. And we are passionate about helping pay that forward to others. So here's a training moment for you guys. If you're in the, first of all, upcoming events, check the Maker of Champions page, makerofchampions.com events page. You will see events on there. And we put events on there strategically in areas where we know we have people building a business. And our founder said this. He said, Charlie Reagan said, if you could be good at one thing here in Advocare, it would be getting yourself and your people to impending events. If all you do is just consistently get in the room and get others there with you, you will have success. And so here in the Austin area, if you're anywhere close, you want to be at the Arboretum, the Renaissance Hotel at the Arboretum tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to hear Danny McDaniel, top income earner in Advocare, earning just insane income, but also raising up leaders and teaching people really what it takes to succeed in this business. So if anybody's going to hear Advocare from anybody, they're going to hear it from him. So let's pack that room out. I'm so excited for that tomorrow night. And then check those events in your local area. Now, my training nugget for you guys tonight will really only take a couple of minutes. Here it is. Set the standard higher for you and what's possible for you. I asked you this question: what have you said in your mind is too tough, or I can't do that because of? And I'm referring to PGV. You guys, let's simplify this business. We have a business because people get on our products. And people get on our products because you talk to them. So set the pace. Set a goal to have no less than $3,000 of PGV every single pay period. Make it your goal to always be recognized on this webinar. Make it your goal to put up so much PGV that we have to bring you on live so you can share what you're doing with others, just like Christy did tonight. Because if you will have $3,000 of PGV consistently over time, here's what it will do. Number one, it will provide a paycheck for you that is significant. I have never seen anybody consistently put up $3,000 of PGV and not earn over $1,000 a month. So if that's what you want to earn, just focus on $3,000 of PGV. The other thing it will do is it will create massive momentum of people coming into and being involved in the business of Advocare. Where product goes, business flows. 85% of individuals who get started in the business of Advocare get started on products. So let's not worry about whether they said yes to the business or not. Did they say yes to that spark? Okay? Did they say yes to that 24-day challenge? That's somebody who could potentially be a business builder. And then the third thing it's going to do, obviously, is it's going to provide massive belief system for you. When you can get 3K, you can get 6K, right? And so what our mentors always said is when you're consistent at $3,000 of volume, that's when you know you have a rock-solid business on your hands. If you want to move quickly in this business, then you'll average $6,000 of PGV. Danny and Diane were some of the fastest individuals, Danny and Diane McDaniel were some of the fastest individuals ever to Diamond. And they did it because they averaged over $6,000 of PGV every pay period. And at the end of 13 months, they were earning over $25,000 a month. PGV don't lie. I know it's not good English, but that's just the way it is. So if you want to change your business, if you want to change your future, if you want to change your debt freedom, your time freedom, what you're allowed to say yes to as a family, if you want to change that, then all of that is wrapped up into PGV. And the way that we get more PGV is we simply help more people. So you've got to get out. You've got to share your story with them. You've got to say, hey, have you tried a 24-day challenge? Hey, did you know that I'm an Advocare distributor? And if you've got health goals and you take nutritional products, I would love to help you. Is there anything I can help you with? If you want to think about 10 24-day challenges every single 2 weeks moving through you into the marketplace. When that happens, that's going to be a little over $3,000 of PGV because not everybody just orders a basic bundle, right? And you're going to create this massive wave of momentum because guess what? When people get on products, you know what they do? They like them, and then they reorder. And so that creates more momentum the next pay period and the next pay period. Okay, so with that, guys, 3K, that's where we want to be. We're going to stress that. You're going to hear it. We're going to say it often. We're going to keep it simple, and we're going to make it burn. Set a new standard for yourself and your business. Focus on 3K. Write it on the board and then map out who are the people that you have that you want to talk to. Who's on product right now? What are they interested in? Write amounts next to it that you think they're going to purchase on products, and then make that tally up all the way to 0 so you have a clear, concise plan every 2 weeks on what you're going to do. Don't leave your fortune or your future to your memory. Write it down on paper. Have a notebook. These things cost like $6, but they're priceless, okay? So have one of those. Focus on that PGV. Remember, PGV is our goal, but it's all about helping people. When we help people, PGV comes. And so you guys are studs and studettes. We love being able to lock arms with you and work with you. Let's be intentional these 2 weeks. Put in that part-time effort, but intentional part-time effort for these 2 weeks. And I'm excited to hear the stories coming from you. I'm excited to hear more Christy's and Nate's stories. I'm excited to hear more rookie bonuses. And I want to see 10 people in that 3K club this next pay period. With that, you guys have a great night. You guys are incredible. I'm going to put the Advocare logo back up, and if you have questions, go ahead and hit them in the chat box, and I'll look at those and answer those the best I can.